Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Keyed Up. I am Jennifer alongside my co-host Justin, and welcome to episode number 5.
We're back.
We are back. So we're going to be talking about some things that have us most certainly keyed up right now.
That's right.
We're just going to dive into it.
Yeah.
NCAA bracket. We are here. Final Four is coming up. I don't know how your bracket looks, but I can tell you that mine isn't going quite as well as I thought.
You started off strong though. You were braggadocious for a minute.
I was so braggadocious because I was really good. Yeah. Like up until the Sweet 16, and then everything kind of went to, not so great after that. Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but here we are. We've got Illinois, Michigan, or Michigan as some people call it.
Oh,
UConn.
I like it.
And then Arizona.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of talk about it. And then we are coming off a super busy real estate week.
Well, you've been generous by saying we. You had a very busy real estate week, helping me when I was out of town. I was out of town, and my wing person Jennifer really rocked it out for her clients, my clients, and I did a little bit of a business from the road too. Got a listing under contract via Dallas, via watching our daughter in spring break competitions. So was doing a little work on the road, but you stepped in and helped my buyers get a contract on a house, which they're super thrilled about, and so am I for them. And thank you for that. And,
of course.
That's what we do. We wing person the living daylights out of the things for each other.
You have to.
So, yeah, I'm glad we have each other. I'm glad I have you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, it was awesome. I was happy to do it. It was fun. It's always fun to kind of be in that rhythm and have that momentum and the excitement and all the things that kind of go with that. So, and then we've got a new game that we're going to be introducing this month.
Games.
So I'm really excited about that too.
Yeah.
What else has got you keyed up, Huff?
Kansas City has me keyed up. That's Kansas City. I am a hometown guy. We both 100%. Are. But, there's a lot of blue in this blood, and Royals are back.
That's
they played
right.
today. They lost today, but the Royals are back. Our season tickets are up and active. We're ready to go. You're going tomorrow night.
Yes.
I'm going Saturday. So it's just going to be a great opening weekend here in Kansas City. And it's just something about having the sun come back out. The K is back open. The guys are on the field. And we've got World Cup coming to Kansas City. So, that's going to be midsummer right there, the Midsummer World International Classic of Soccer.
Yep.
And it feels like every stinking time I turn the news on or open Facebook, it's World Cup this, it's World Cup that. And we'll dive into a little bit more about that later in the episode too. But I feel like Kansas City is a little bit on summer fire, and it's only April now. So we've got a lot of summer left, but it's starting.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You ready? Well, let's get into it.
Let's jump into it.
All right. All right. So we are going to dive into our market check for the month. And, Huff and I had been talking this year and how every month we'd had pretty consistent message that rates were coming down. Yep. Rates were coming down. Well,
they did.
They did. But this month, they're kind of back up.
We slipped.
Yeah.
Yep, we slipped back.
But that's okay.
Yeah. The war, I think, is kind of a surprise. The things going on that kind of affect economy, affect market. There's a lot of moving parts to all of that, which we won't dive into. This is not the episode for that, but it is true. It does have an effect
absolutely
on what happens in these sliding scales. And, that's something that I think we were actually trending toward a pretty darn good interest rate summer for our buyers, and which would ultimately help our sellers too. And we may have had a little bit of a setback in that realm. We're at 6.41, so we're kind of bouncing between 6.25, 6.5. Hopefully get back south of 6 before summer really would be going, but the rates are back up.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, there is still, I think it's all relative to what your situation is and what your needs are. And is that going to stop people from buying a home? No. But it may affect affordability a little bit. So I think that's just something to be mindful of. I know that we were in situations this weekend where, You weren't. You were in Dallas.
Kind of, though. Still.
Where we, had Justin had a buyer. I had a buyer where I wrote offers on both of those folks, and we were in multiple offer situations. One a little less competitive than the other, but multiple offers are back. And I know your folks that I wrote on were in a situation not that long ago where they were competing against 8-11 offers on a couple other homes. So what we're seeing is that those homes that are in that under that $350,000 range are hot.
They are.
And if it is a good home, there is going to be competition.
Oh yeah. And those same buyers, like you mentioned, we took second place on a couple different multiple offer situations. One was 11, one was 7 offers. We had very similar terms, but they were doing box 3s. They were waiving inspections entirely. For those that don't know what a box 3 is, it means that the buyers who won the bid had the similar terms as we did as far as price goes, but then they actually waived the inspection. And I don't know. I don't love that. I'm never going to advocate that. Let my buyers walk into that trap. I mean, we want a house. We don't want it that bad to have the inability to inspect. Like that's just a little too reckless in my opinion for my folks and for our folks. We can do the other versions of that, but we're not going to just waive it entirely. And so we had to be okay with losing those, but we had to, the whole realtor cliche, this is not the right one. The one's waiting for you. Yep. And then I went out of town and you got the one that was waiting for them for us. So thank you for that. But I mean, multiple offer situations are back. Even my listing had 4 offers on it inside of 4 days. And we picked the one that had really good terms, strong closing dates. And so, my listing
and over list.
Yeah. I mean, we're a little $205,000 half duplex over, near Parkville. And, we're at 220, so, I mean, we really are seeing that multiple offers. I don't think the interest rates are slowing that down as far as the competition on quality properties.
No, absolutely. And I know in my situation, when we kind of go back and talking about inspections, I know a strategy that doesn't work for every buyer. You have to kind of know your client and know what they're okay with. But we had a house where we, a lot of things were updated. We were confident in the condition of the property, but there were things that we couldn't see. The sewer line, for example.
Right.
And so in our situation, we wrote an in its present condition box 2, which typically allows the buyer to conduct inspections, but it waives their right to cancel or renegotiate. We changed that a little bit to where we said, hey, Mr. Seller, we are waiving our right to cancel unless there is a single item of repair or replacement that exceeds $4,000. That protects us in any major thing. So our HVAC, our sewer line, we already know we're getting a new roof because here in our area a couple of weeks ago, we had hail the size of the palm of my hand. And so a lot of homes are getting new roofs right now, that one being one of them. So that's kind of an awesome situation for them, that house that we're under contract on. But, it protects our clients and gives the seller peace of mind knowing that we're not going to nickel and dime you over little things. Right. We're just concerned about the big things.
The hidden things, big ticket items.
And we can't see a sewer line.
Right. Yep.
And when your home was built, in the 70s, the likelihood that we're dealing with a clay sewer line that may have deteriorated or something like that, we don't know.
Tree roots, sagging bellies, all that kind of stuff like that. We can't see it with our eyes.
No.
So we have to get this camera down there and take a look.
And that's not something that's covered under, a home warranty or anything like that. So you've got to do your, due diligence and look out for your client's best interests, even though there's, something,
That's big brain realtor stuff right there. I like it.
Big brain.
I like it. That's awesome. And then we had 234 new listings hit today and 73 coming soon. So the listings are showing themselves. The listing market is blossoming. And so our buyers are having a lot more inventory to choose from. So sometimes they're actually slowing up a little bit and going, I don't know if I need to rush into this buying thing. I'm going to take a look around a little bit. And our sellers have to know they're up against some competition too. So they have to price it to hopefully our tutelage and our advices. Overpricing right now would be probably the death of a listing right now, especially with as much competition going on and interest rates being elevated. That would not be a smart play for sellers right now.
No. And
rarely is.
It rarely is. You're right. I mean, pricing correctly is always a good idea. And then you can let the market dictate whether or not that price needs to go up from there.
Right.
But don't play the game with, let's price it right and let the market decide. And that's a great number of listings to hit the market. And then we'll probably see that same number, if not a little bit more tomorrow. So knowing that on that, which very common in our marketplace for homes to hit the market on Thursdays and Fridays. Yep. And so to have, 500-600 new listings that come on, and then, knowing that we've got some good inventory coming soon down the pipeline, it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely
so spring is here.
Yeah. The buyers should be able to almost pick and choose what they want at this point. I mean, we're going to be competitive and ready to go, but there's going to be a lot of opportunity for them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's still way more sellers in the market than there are buyers. Right. But that's something that's, it just is what it is right now, but it does give buyers a lot of flexibility as far as choice, negotiating power, things that we've talked about, in past episodes as well. But I love that for buyers.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the market's blossoming, it's booming here in Kansas City. And I know that there are other markets that maybe aren't experiencing that right now. They're struggling. The time on the days on market, we're still a little bit more than our normal here, but that's shrinking down. 2 days on market is. But other markets are not feeling the love that we still have going on here in the Midwest. I think we've still got a pretty strong, consistent housing market where buyers can win, sellers can win without a heck of a lot of stress. I mean, yes, it's always stressful, but without worrying about, am I going to be able to sell this house or am I going to be able to buy a house? We can still get that mission accomplished most of the time.
Absolutely.
That's exciting. All right. So April is Fair Housing Month, and it's time to let Jennifer flex some knowledge about the Fair Housing month and what that means for our Kansas City market, what that means for us as realtors. Go ahead, Jennifer.
That's right. So April is Fair Housing Month. And do you know why the month of April is Fair Housing Month?
I don't, but you're going to tell me, and I'm excited to learn.
So the Fair Housing Act of 1968 was actually signed into law on April 11th. And so, actually just a few weeks after, the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. is, when that act was, put into place. And so, and that is why we celebrate Fair Housing Month, to kind of bring awareness on, equitable, affordable housing for all. And one of the things that I don't know many people realize is that a lot of the housing segregation that occurred in our country is a result of things that happened right here in Kansas City.
Right here.
And so in the 1930s, J.C. Nickel, who anyone in Kansas City is familiar with that name, he was a big developer in Kansas City, created these maps, both locally and nationally, that started redlining in a lot of major cities. And do you know what redlining is?
I know what it is, but I'm not sure I can articulated it definitively like you can.
Well, I don't know how, so
I do know what it is.
These maps were created and essentially redlined certain areas, which allowed for people that wanted to purchase property that they couldn't qualify for loans because the area was seen as not desirable or, less than some of the other areas in town. And so do you know in Kansas City, what people call the red line divide? What road is that? Do you know?
Ooh, I do not know.
So it's Troost. So they call it the Troost Divide.
Troost
and so
Divide.
Anything on the east side of Troost was known as less desirable, not property worth investing in. And you most certainly were not going to loan anyone money to live east of Troost. And then the west side was kind of the green area of Kansas City, if you will. And so that is where, that kind of all came to be. And in fact, there were a lot of neighborhoods that were west of Troost, the country club area, which developed by J.C. Nickel, along Ward Parkway, Sunset Hill, all of those areas that up until even the last decade still had language in their deed restrictions prohibiting people of color from purchasing property there. Even though the law went into effect, fair housing laws went in saying that was, they couldn't do that. It was illegal to discriminate based on the protected, classes.
Right.
But it still was the language still existed there up until recently. And so there was a gentleman who curated a phenomenal exhibit that was out at the Johnson County Museum back in 2022. And you can still get information on that to kind of learn a little bit about that history, because it's clearly an issue that still goes on today. In fact, I wrote some things down that I found were kind of interesting. Do you know that in the 1930s, when, redlining was a thing, 52% of our city was considered redlined?
Whoa,
52% of Kansas City was considered redlined. Wow. I know, it's insane. And then there's also something that we have right now that is called the Dividing Lines Tour. And you can go online and get some additional information about that. But it is actually a self-guided road trip. So we could all hop in the car, we could download this, and it would take us on about a 90-minute exploration through what was redline in our area, and even still see evidence of that today.
Wow.
And when you think about that as a realtor in Kansas City,
sure.
I'm a Northlander, born and raised as you are. Yep. And I know when I was a kid, my mom never let me cross the river. Mm-hmm. Like it was,
we didn't go south of the river for anything.
We did, but it was, she would have, she's rolling over in her grave right now. No, she knows. I mean, she knows we did it, but it was one of those things. You just didn't go south of the river. And there were certain parts of town most certainly that you didn't go to for whatever reason.
Sure.
And when you think about that, I mean, and having, gone to school in the city, I went to Rockhurst University, which is on Troost. And it is very interesting to kind of see as, we, serve clients all over the metropolitan area, you can go and still see evidence of some of that, unfortunately, today.
Yeah, right.
When you think about those neighborhoods, you can see that there wasn't a lot of investment at one point in that area. There weren't a lot of resources available. And so, those are communities that maybe see a little more of health and welfare type issues. And it's just unfortunate to know that there were so many things like that happened here that, hopefully we can all work to overcome that as a community, as a realtor, and just embrace and be the change to eliminate those types of things from continuing to happen today.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, be the change, especially considering the butterfly effect that is still present. And I guess having driven the city so much, now that I'm, conceptualizing where that line is, it does make sense that you can kind of feel it as you drive it. And that's kind of wild that here we are generations later, decades later, and there's still remnants of those actions still just showing up, and it's part of our everyday culture, but we might not know that unless we knew the history. And we should do that redline tour. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe like a live in the car episode. that'd be fun.
There we go.
Like that. But yeah, no, that's really cool. Thank you for all the information. I think I should do
there's so much
CEs like you've done.
There's so many more things to that. And that's one of the things that I think that I wish that our association required some of those things to be taken by our realtor members, whether it be for continuing education. But it's funny because a lot of realtors don't want to take it unless it is CE. So if it's just a random class, why take it? Sure. But the curator for that exhibit was actually at a Latte and Learn last year. And it was really interesting. There's a book. And actually, if you're a realtor member, it's available for sale at either one of the KCRAR offices, and I'm sure you could get it on Amazon as well. But it is very interesting to kind of know what that looks like. In fact, I don't want to misspeak on it, but do you know that 71 Highway was originally intended to be farther west, and they fought against that because they didn't want the highway going through the more high-end neighborhoods. And so they pushed it over to the more urban area, which again, further, made that divide. Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. You're learning me up today. I love that. About my own city that I've lived here my whole life and I didn't know those kinds of things.
Yeah. So anyway, April, Fair Housing Month. And so you'll probably see, if you follow us on social media, you'll see some tidbits and information about that, because we will be posting about that, because I do think it's important to bring awareness around that. And again, just kind of, knowledge is power. And so if you're able to communicate that and, maybe help make a difference, be the change.
Be the change. Love that. Yeah. Great job, Jennifer.
Thank you.
I think I need to try to get on your level. I won't get on it, but I need to try to get in arm's length of your level.
Well, maybe that could be your goal. Maybe you could become at home with diversity.
Maybe I should
designated as well.
That's
right.
Okay. You go. That's my challenge.
All right. Next up is our Kansas City local spotlight. And we have so much going on in our city right now. And I know, as mentioned earlier, it has Justin really keyed up.
That's right.
So what's going on?
So like I said, we got Royals here, and we have season tickets as Iconic Real Estate Group. And so we enjoy that. We have we split it all up between our agents and some of our friends that buy and go in the pack. But I've got 15 games. You've got 15 games. I think you've given most of your games away already for the most part. You like to give those away. I'm a little more selfish with mine, but I am going to be giving some away to my clients and some charity events. But either way, we've got some great seats, and I'm just excited to get back out there. And we're going Saturday. My daughter's in town, so we're getting 3 more tickets hopefully next to us.
Fun.
So we're going to do that this Saturday. But the Royals being in town, we love our Chiefs. We're all ready for the Chiefs season to start, but that can wait. We got summer to get to. And we've got Royals to get to.
I know. I'm really excited to be back in the K myself, if I'm being really honest. I love the energy of our team. I really enjoyed our tickets last year and enjoyed going out there. And I know my family did as well. We really, really had a lot of fun out there. And you're right. I mean, I do give about half of my tickets away, or, to different charitable events or to my clients or whatever. But it is so much fun to be out there. And it's just so much more. For me, I find it more enjoyable. I am not, I don't necessarily care about going to the Chiefs game.
Right.
In fact, I'd be okay if I never went to another game in Arrowhead, if I'm really being honest. I don't find it enjoyable. I mean, I will go to a college game any day, all day. I mean, everybody knows I love game day in Manhattan.
Sure.
However, and I like a game day other places too, but there's just something about a Chiefs game I don't find enjoyable. Royals, totally different. I really, really enjoy being out there. And do you know what? Do you know what my favorite, this is totally sidebarred. Do you know what my favorite dessert is?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think so. I mean, coffee, but that's not what you're going through.
Kind of. It's tiramisu.
Oh, okay.
And so tiramisu is my absolute favorite dessert. And do you know they have a new tiramisu dessert at the K this year? So I'm like stoked. Z-Man tiramisu dessert. Anyway.
Have you heard about the 999?
No.
They have 9 dogs, 9 beers in 9 innings challenge. It's happening now. And so I understand there are many dogs. I understand there are many beers, but nonetheless, that'd be kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
As long as you're driving safely and you're not driving after you do your 999. Drive soberly, have a sober driver. But
that's right.
That sounds like a pretty cool little challenge.
That's
I guess
funny.
Other stadiums around the country are doing it too. And the Royals hopped on. So I'm excited. Maybe I'll dabble with a little 999 action.
You should.
And make Christina drive home.
Why not?
There we go.
I love it.
So on the heels of the Royals, we also did our burger challenge last month.
We did.
Kind of ish.
We attempted we had the best intention with our burger challenge, and we did knock out quite a few places. I think I went more places than you did, because I know I flew solo to a few of them. What is your takeaway from the burger challenge? I mean, I know you're working on your summer bod, so you didn't want to completely partake in that.
It wasn't good timing because I am trying to kind of get it a little tighter for the summer, summer bod. But
can you pick up my eye roll?
A good burger, a really good burger, and it's like my weakness. So if I was going to give anywhere, burgers? It's on burgers. Had the dry rub burger at the 3rd Street Social. and love that place. So really liked that burger a lot. That was awesome. However, I did not get a chance to get to my secret burger, which I love the most, and that's the Stone Canyon burger. It's just super duper classic burger, and it's done well, done right all the time.
On
Stone
Thursdays.
Canyon's a pizza place. For those who may not know this, but they have a Thursday night. They do burgers on Thursdays, and it is amazing. Didn't get to it yet, but I am jealous
but you've had it. So I mean, it's one you've done in the past, so you can speak on it.
And you got to go to the place that I've been wanting to go to. Tell us about the Uppercut.
Yeah. So I actually was out in Liberty on Sunday. I had a final walkthrough for a closing. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pop in here and give it a try. What I found about all of the burger places that we went to were that the burgers were huge.
Yeah.
They were large and in charge. Yeah. And I opted to not get a side at Uppercut because what I found from all the other places that I went is that it was just too much. And I actually felt sick because I just was eating way more than I normally would, that I just was like, okay, I'm not doing the side. But the burger at Uppercut was massive.
Nice.
And when I can't even describe it.
I need to go so bad.
It was by far the highest priced burger. And mind you, all of the places that we went, I don't think I spent under $20 just for me. So that's a burger and a side of tots is what because I tried to keep it consistent and eat the same thing everywhere I went. So my burger that I chose was a burger. I tried to provolone cheese because I do enjoy provolone. It had an onion ring on top most of the time and maybe some barbecue sauce. And so I tried to have that same burger pretty much everywhere I went. I know. And so I had a variation of that at Uppercut, and it was amazing. I don't know that I hands down will go back there again, but I'm not 100% sure, what I will get because they have so many things on their menu that looked amazing. We also went to LC's and I thought LC's was really good.
I've been there in years.
I hadn't either. And it was really solid. And then, did
you get to Taze? Did you go to Taze?
I did go to Taze. Okay. And it was, but it wasn't my favorite. I don't even know.
Above or below LC's?
Oh, below.
Oh,
I don't know that I would definitely not put it in my top 3. And no offense to Taze. It was great. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
I felt like some of the others had more, I don't know, flavor or more substance to them.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a lot of fun. We did, we tried some different places. I had a hard time. I don't eat a lot of red meat.
Yeah.
I'm a fish and I'm a salmon and chicken kind of gal. So I think my digestive system was like in shock over all of this red meat, but it was really good. I mean, I don't know what challenge we do next.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking chocolate chip cookies or coffee, but something a little lighter.
Yeah.
Flair.
Not so heavy.
It's not so heavy,
right.
But it was really cool to kind of go around. I'm bummed I did not get to try Cosmo Burger. That definitely was high on my list of places to try, but Kansas City has so many great ones. I mean, Town Topic's always a great staple. Yeah, of course, the, oh my gosh.
BRGR, Westport
Flea Market. Westport Flea Market. Yeah. I was like, where am I going here? Yeah. Ale House. I mean, so many solid choices. So I will get down to Cosmo Burger at some point. I mean, you can check my social media for all of my reviews on the places that I went.
Have I told you about the place in North Kansas City? Burger. Jefferson's.
Oh, yeah. Cause wait a second. Is that the one with the peanut butter on it that you like?
That is the one with peanut butter on it. And it's not on the menu anymore. You have to ask for it. It's crunchy peanut butter with a jelly style ketchup with bacon. Amazing. It's the best burger.
No, I do remember you saying that.
It doesn't sound great on an ingredient list, but if you have it, I think I'll take you. And you'll just have to, we'll extend our challenge. We could walk.
And that would probably, we'd probably feel a little bit better because we could walk back. We could walk from the office to Jefferson's.
That's right. So we had the burger challenge ish. We got out and did some stuff. KC's got great burgers. I think that the World Cup people coming to Kansas City should maybe tune into our podcast and 100%. Then find reasons to go out and try some of these places. And, we're barbecue, hands down. That's our thing.
Yes.
But I think there's a twist on barbecue, especially if you go to Q39 and get the brisket, the burn-in burger. That's like two worlds colliding of amazingness. So Q39 burn-in burger is also amazing. Maybe our World Cup friends can try that out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's probably as good as the Z-Man at Joe's.
It's definitely not as good as the Z-Man at Joe's because that's just pure barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't beat that. So yeah. So KC Spotlight, we are excited about all the things we got going on this summer. I know we've got a trip coming up. You've got a trip coming up. So there's things going on, in our real estate world. We're going to be doing a lot of real estating, but also enjoying the summer months ahead as our Royals are kicking off, World Cup's coming, and we got a few trips to take. So that's exciting.
Right.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right. It is time for our Just for Fun episode. And we have a new game that we're going to play this month.
I feel ridiculous.
I know. Well, this was your idea.
I know.
So, I mean, there's no one to blame but yourself on this. So this is a take on the game headbands for those of you who are familiar. And we have to guess whatever it is that's here because we don't know what's up here. I know what's up there, but I don't know what's here. Right. And so, so I gave, because I have this board game at home. And so I have the sample questions, which he may or may not want to use, but it's just a little help here and
a little guide.
Yeah. Right. So I'm not sure who's going first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So can I be digested?
No. Okay. And let's just say for also that these are real estate related. Right. So these are things that, right. This is not from the actual board game. We are going to play cards from the actual board game in the second round, but yes.
All right.
No, you cannot
be digested.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Continue.
Oh, I got to continue.
I think, do we take turns? Okay.
I'll continue.
Okay. Continue.
Okay.
The timer's going.
Am I expensive?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, you are. You are expensive.
I'm expensive. Is it a recreational activity?
I don't think I define it as a recreational activity.
Okay. Is it a thing or an activity?
Oh, it's an activity.
It's an activity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Am I a swimming pool?
You are not.
Oh, am I a hot tub?
No, you are not.
Am I a luxury shower?
No.
Am I anything involving water?
Think real estate.
Well, yeah. A pool.
I don't know how many hints I can really give on this. Okay. I mean, at some point I'm going to have to give some hints because our timer is kind of running out.
So I'm expensive.
You are very expensive.
Okay. Am I a barndominian?
Nope.
Okay. Those can
Think of what you do before you get the barndominium.
Oh, I'm a piece of land.
Oh, after that.
Oh, I'm a foundation.
No, I mean, no.
I've got to dig out the earth and get it found. I'm a backhoe.
Think about
I'm a backhoe. Not a backhoe.
Think about expensive. What's expensive right before you get the barndominium?
I'm a loan.
Close. You are getting so much closer.
I'm a construction loan.
You're close.
I am a land loan. I'm a survey.
You're getting colder.
Stake survey.
You're way colder. Way colder.
Okay.
Okay. We're up on time.
We're up on time.
Your closing day.
I'm closing day. Oh, gosh, dang.
See, you are expensive.
I have an experience, but
you're an expensive experience, but you are not a recreational activity.
I was close. I was not thinking. I was thinking like real estate.
I don't know how close he was.
Real estate, not like things like within the transaction.
It's okay. This is going to be really broad. This is good. I know.
That was a good one. I thought I was close with pool.
Oh boy.
All right.
I don't even know what I'm in for on this.
You don't.
I don't. Okay. Are we ready? Okay.
All right.
Am I a person?
No.
Am I a thing?
Yes.
Am I, can I be digested?
No.
Can I be bought?
Yes.
Am I part of the house?
No.
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 Not really.
Am I part of the parcel?
Yeah.
I'm part of the parcel, but I'm not part of the house.
Ultimately. Yeah.
Am I a tree?
No. These are sometimes tricky answers.
I know, right?
More than they are tricky questions.
I'm going to look at my hints because I don't even know. Like, do I make noise?
No.
No, I don't make noise.
I don't think so. No.
Am I heavy?
Yes.
Am I alive?
No.
Okay, but I'm heavy.
Yeah, you're heavy.
I'm really heavy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Am I a foundation?
You have that.
Am I a house?
Yeah.
I am?
A version of.
Am I a townhouse? Am I am I a condo?
No.
No.
I mean, some people maybe, but probably not.
Am I an apartment?
No.
What?
No. That's not what people typically would define this as. An apartment wouldn't be this. But you are a structure. It's a structure of some sort.
Am I a garage?
No. You have one.
But I'm not a house.
You are a house.
I am a house.
Yeah, you are a house.
Am I a mansion?
Ooh, close. Ooh. If you're tired, then you're a mansion because you're going to be tired, sleeping, and potentially
a bed and breakfast.
Nope.
A hotel?
No, it's a big idea. You could be a big idea type of house.
What does that even mean?
I'm giving you horrible hints.
What does that mean?
Time's up. Your dream home.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, you could be sleeping and dreaming. You could be a concept.
Oh my gosh.
You're a structure.
Oh my gosh.
You're like that close. I was like, I just gotta
dream home.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I know.
Who came up with these?
Yeah, I came up with the game.
Okay. All right.
That was good.
That was good. Okay.
So now we're going to go game style.
So now we are going to go game style. Okay.
All right.
So these come off. Oh, I'm going to turn my head. I mean, he can see it.
I can see it. You just can't see it.
Am I in? Am I in? Okay.
I didn't see.
Oh, it's okay.
Am I sideways?
You are sideways, but I can see. There you go. Am I right side up? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. All right.
So we're same concept, but this is actually cards from the game
legit game
that
style.
could be like real estate related. Something we might find, Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Am I a person?
No.
Okay. Can I be digested?
Not really.
Okay. Am I expensive?
You can be.
Can be.
Mm-hmm. Can be.
Am I small?
You might start out that way.
Ooh. Okay. Am I a baby?
No.
Because babies start out small.
You're part of the time. You're part of the
gestural square. Got it. Do people dream of having this?
I mean, some people
might dream of having this.
Some people, people like you.
People like me. Okay. Am I a watch?
No.
Okay.
No. No, a watch isn't part of the house.
This isn't real estate.
It is. The cards were picked to be kind of real estate related.
I thought we were in the abstract still.
No,
okay.
No.
Oh, timer's up.
Timer's up. Go ahead. You can just pull your card down and see that you are a tree.
I'm a tree. Start off small. There it was. That was the cue.
And you could be expensive.
And I could be expensive.
I mean, it depends on, the size. And,
expensive to cut down.
Expensive to very much so. If you're a dead tree, forget about that.
I forgot. I didn't realize we were in the real estate vein of the game.
Now I feel like maybe he gets it,
okay. That's all right. I probably wouldn't have got it anyway.
Okay.
These games.
All right. Okay. So here we go.
Go for it.
Okay. So thinking of keeping in with that, am I alive?
No.
Am I a decorative accent?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes I am a decorative accent. Am I expensive?
Can be, but most likely not terribly expensive, but can be, I guess, depending on where you buy it.
I
gave you a hint there, didn't I?
Maybe. I mean, so if I the difference between can I be bought at Pottery Barn or Target? Yeah. So the difference is if I'm going to be expensive if I come from Pottery Barn.
Yeah, if you get bougie, you could get expensive.
Are my curtains?
No.
Am I a sofa?
Nope.
Can I be sat on?
No, not really.
I can't.
Not really. Mistakenly maybe, but not really.
Mistakenly maybe. What? So I'm not a chair.
Timer is out. You're a pillar. You're a pillow.
I was like, a pillar?
Yeah.
A pillow.
You're a darn pillar.
You were close.
You were close.
Okay.
You were like right on it with Pottery Barn and Target, and then like sitting on it, not really, but like against it, maybe.
Right? I mean, I know. Yeah. And pillows were on the break. I just bought new pillows.
Was like close.
I just bought new pillows for our office chairs.
You say pillows?
Pillows.
Oh.
Pillows.
All right. You got an E in there. I like it. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for playing along. Yes. Our headbands game.
Failed.
We know what we're playing next month, but we're not going to tell you, but it's going to be freaking
episode 6.
Hilarious. So stay tuned for episode 6. But here we are with headbands.
Well, that was fun. I am a tree and I
know, what was I?
Closing date.
I don't remember what I was.
You were a dream home.
A dream home.
With a pillow in it.
And a pillow. Sounds like
All right, Jennifer, we are on to our listener questions segment.
All right.
For this episode. So we've always got some pretty interesting questions about KC and kind of we're lifers here. So
yeah,
I enjoy answering these questions. We've got one from Scott in Fairway. I'll start, by the way.
Okay.
Scott in Fairway says, "Hey, Justin, we're newer to Kansas City and we're still exploring. What are your go-to spots for a great date night or weekend hangout? We love a mix of food, drinks, and something fun to do." So
you always get the date night questions.
Because we get out.
I know you
bop around a little bit.
Yeah.
I like to surprise wifey with stuff. So I'm always tinkering with things.
I love that.
So they're newer to Kansas City.
Yeah.
If they had been more here longer, I'd say here's some deep dives, but let's just hit the highlights.
Okay.
J. Rieger and Company.
Oh my gosh.
Has a great entertainment factor, food factor, drink factor, KC Roots factor. Can't beat J. Rieger and Company, in my opinion. And then you also got down the street from that, not too far, is the Boulevard Tour, Boulevard Beer House. Can't go wrong with either of those two spots for food and drink. And then if you really want to get some entertainment layered into that, and we're gonna have to circle back to barbecue here in a second, but Power and Light District, depending on what's going on, especially with some of the sporting events going on out there, they usually have live music. They've got sporting events on the big screen behind said live music usually. And if you really get lucky, you can catch one of the fanfare, like the fan fest type things at KC Power and Light. And there's just a ton of things to do down there. So those are kind of like hot spots that I would say. But
isn't there a place? I mean, just coming off this J. Rieger thing, which I do like, their little outdoor area is great. But isn't there like a live music venue right next door to J. Rieger?
It's the Electric Garden. There's Knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads
is right across the street.
That's what I was thinking.
Knuckleheads is a great live music venue that usually has they got some medium to high level names that come through there. Very recognizable names come through there. Been to many shows there. And that's a great way to factor in a little bit of live entertainment along with what J. Rieger's has to offer. So you can't go wrong with those hot spots. And then if you're getting barbecue, we go Joe's because the Z-Man, but you've got to hit, if you're new to Kansas City, give yourself the pleasure of going on a barbecue tour because you ain't going to go wrong. I mean, it's all good.
No, absolutely. And there's even a bus that does a barbecue food tour.
Absolutely.
Bus thing that would be kind of cool.
Bus thing.
Yeah. That takes you around to the different barbecue places. But
but if you're new to Kansas City and you haven't hit those spots, go ahead and check those off your list. Then maybe email us back again and say, "Hey, I've hit those. What are some secret spots?" And we'll give you some secret spots down the road.
Secret spots.
I like secret spots.
I love that. All right.
What do you have?
So my listener question comes from Ashley in Liberty, and it says, "Hi, Jennifer. My husband and I are thinking about selling our home later this year, and we're nervous about timing the market with everything changing so quickly. How do we know when it's the right time to list? And is there anything we should be doing now to prepare?" That is actually a really great question, Ashley, and one that I do get often from folks, not only my client family, but, within my circle, reaching out. And so for me, we'll kind of talk about it. It's totally common to be nervous.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do this every day. So that's okay to feel that way. But, myself, Justin, can always help our clients through kind of managing that a little bit and kind of work with you as far as when your goals are, as far as when the timing is right. This is my 12th spring market.
Yep.
And what I've known from going through, now being in the beginning of 12 real estate cycles is that spring is always the hot time to sell your house. No question about it. Every year, regardless of what's going on, the spring market always seems to yield the better results. It's not that you can't get favorable terms any other time of the year, because you can. There just tends to be more buyers out shopping that time of year than there are other times of year. So depending on what your timing looks like, if you are able to line that up where maybe you do list your house somewhere between, February and May, that might be a good time for you. And there's always things that you can be doing to prepare yourself. In fact, I went on a listing appointment today, and we are probably about 6 months from actually hitting the market. And that's okay, because what that gave us an opportunity to do is go through and identify areas of improvement. What can we do? Where do we spend our dollars? And not everything needs to be done. And that's one thing that I think homeowners sometimes get confused with, they watch HGTV or they see things online or whatever. And so helping give perspective on where you're going to get the most bang for your buck and return on your investment, because regardless of what you do, very seldom do you get 100% back on that. So making sure that you're spending smart on the upgrades that your home truly needs.
Sure. Yeah. That's great advice. I mean, everyone's situation is so different, and did they say have kids or not?
They did not.
Okay. Cause sometimes that's a factor, right? If we have kiddos that are looking to either stay in the same school district or you want to get them into the new school district before the new school year starts, that's going to be a timing consideration for a lot of folks as they're considering the buying and selling process. So your advice is dead on. And I also think that it's also like when something is so painful for a seller, that's like the time to go ahead and get ready. That's when they reach out to one of us and go, this house is not working for us for a lot of reasons. When it's the right time for you, it's the right time for you. Not the market is certainly, we'll give you those data, that piece of data, but ultimately it's the same thing for buyers. When's the right time that makes sense for your life to make a big decision, to do a lot of work, to handle a lot of stress? Are you in a position in life where the pain point is such that you're ready to make that transitional move? Because that's always one of the biggest humanistic questions. There's the business side, the market side, but then there's the human side that says, what's going on with your world? And why are you even asking this question to begin with? And is it big enough? Because sometimes it's not. That's okay too.
For sure.
Great advice.
Yeah. Good questions this month.
Great questions this month. Love that. All right. That's a good listener question segment.
Here we are. Final keys.
The final house key. All right. We are not singers. We're real estate agents who like to have a podcast and butcher singing. Okay,
that's right. Okay.
Final keys. What do we got?
Who sings that song, by the way?
I should know this.
It's okay. All right. Final keys. What do we got?
We have summer is almost here. Spring market is on the rise.
Yep.
We have Kansas City is almost on fire. I mean, we'll be before too long. The World Cup is going to be here, and it's going to kind of I need to tell you my positive note about the World Cup.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is the final key for you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm a sports talk radio listener, and one of the hosts talked. Yes, I am. I am that guy in the bracket. You just put it together, didn't you? I am the sports talk radio listener in the bracket that's in first place on the March Madness Challenge, by the way. So I am that. And on sports talk radio, he brought up a good point. He said there are many Kansas Cityans who might be feeling a certain way about our city potentially being swallowed whole by the masses of people that are about to come into it. right? That's fair. That's a fair idea.
I think it's fair.
It's a fair idea. It's a fair concern. His pitch was this: rather than being frustrated by our lives that will likely be inconvenienced at some level, right? Some more than others, some different parts of town more than others. Rather than being frustrated by it, why don't we have a mindset that says, hey, what things we love so much about our city, other people from all over the world are going to come here and they're going to experience something we get to probably take for granted every single day. It's in our backyard. We make it part of our daily habit, our daily routine. And while it can be an inconvenience to take 15 more minutes to get somewhere, or wait in a longer line, or deal with people being out of stock inventory, but possibly coffee shops, restaurants, whatever that might be, rather than being frustrated by it, we can say, good. I'm glad someone from Argentina got to experience this coffee house. I'm glad that someone from England got to experience the barbecue here in Kansas City. So it's understandable why we might get frustrated, when we might be inconvenienced, because I think we got a pretty convenient city for the most part. We have next to no traffic.
We've got sure.
Great highway systems, although a lot of they're under construction right now. Hopefully that gets fixed.
Yeah.
That could be an inconveniencing thing for everybody. But rather than have the mindset of we're being trampled on, let's go, hey, we have the mindset of people get to access what we have and what we know is awesome about our city.
I love
for the
that.
next few months.
Yeah, no, that's a really
shift.
That is, and that's a really good way to look at that. Yeah. And now that you said that, I love having conversations with people from Great Britain primarily because I love their accent. So now I get to think about maybe running into someone at Parkville Coffee and having a conversation with them and just getting to sit and listen to them speak.
Yes. And so
thanks for that.
He was even saying some people have been talking about, hey, maybe I'll rent my house out for a few months and get out of here. He says, no, and they actually had the director of the World Cup for Kansas City on the radio this morning. And she was saying, we don't want you to leave. We want people to embrace the people coming in and show them, take them by the hand even and go, hey, let me show you. If you think that's good, why don't you come over here and try this instead? Like, let's really embrace them and make friends with the people visiting our city versus looking at them as people who are intruding on our city. Because our city is pretty awesome. Let's just share it for a few months.
That's actually a really good perspective, because when you think about if you have the opportunity to travel abroad, right? I mean, one of the really cool things about going to, let's say, Florence, Italy, is not necessarily staying in a hotel, but maybe renting an Airbnb and staying in an apartment and having neighbors who are the locals who can tell you of all those great spots to go. Right. And wouldn't your vacation experience be a whole lot better if you were experiencing it like a local rather than as a tourist? So that's a really cool. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for sharing that. That was an excellent final
We need a
key.
Little motivation for that final key for Kansas City to embrace the World Cup coming in.
That's such a great way to look at it.
All right. So the market's heating up, guys. If you have any questions about buying or selling in the Kansas City metro area, Jennifer and I, we are iconic agents who can help you out. We can take care of your needs one way or the other, even if that means that the time isn't right now. That's okay. But it's better to have that conversation now.
Absolutely.
So we can start to plan for what that looks like for you in your future and know your goals.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and we'll see you next time on Keyed Up.
You got to get keyed up.